pass goes, and a shot put up and in by Tyrell Clay.
John, tempo is going to be so important in this game. The Rams do not want to get into a running game with Kaiser. The tempo right now favoring Kaiser.
Kaiser leads at 8-5, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. This is Reese on the baseline, right side. Picks up the dribble, bounce pass, back out to Miller. Top of the key. Miller loses the ball on the floor. It's picked up by Clay. Clay bounce pass over on the near side to Zaffron, back out front. And a three-point shot put up. It's good, but it will not count. Kuykendall moves the feet, called for traveling.
Nice secondary break by Kaiser. And the three-point shot was hit by Kuykendall, but he traveled first. And the score remains 8-5, first quarter.
Reese on the right wing. Back out to Bosley, to front court. Over. Miller takes one dribble. Back out it comes to Reese. Reese, 12-foot jumper. Make that a 17-foot jumper. No good. Rebound is by Zaffron. He comes all the way coast to coast. Oh, travels, hits into Corey Bosley. Bosley hits his head on the court. And we have what? A blocking foul?
An offensive foul.
That is number 2 on Zaffron here in the first quarter. Second team foul.
Good job of standing in by Corey Bosley. Kaiser a little out of control in the running, but they love to run. And Corey stood in, took the charge to negate the fast break opportunity.
Well, Corey hit his head on the floor, and it bounced, but he's okay. He's back up. This is Reese on the right wing, back to Bosley. Back over to Reese on the right side of the circle. Reese takes it in, gets it to Lance. Lance with the jumper off the baseline. No good, but he's fouled. Donnie Marple picks up his first personal. And team foul number 3 on the Tornado.
John, we're nearly halfway through the first quarter, and the Kaiser Golden Tornado has committed 3 personal fouls. The Rams 0.
Evan Lance at the free throw line at the far end. He'll shoot 2. This is the first. Is off the right side of the rim and out. Here comes Jimmy Heinball into the Ram lineup, and they're going to take a look at Corey Bosley. Give him a little bit of a rest. He hit his head hard. He's sitting down a little gently, too, over there. Lance, second shot's off the back of the rim, no good. This is 2. Here's Zaffron as he comes into the front court, just under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Kaiser leading at 8-5 at this point. Down on the baseline to Zaffron. They lob it down inside, and the ball knocked away, picked up out in the front court. Round it comes to Kuykendall in the corner, into Zaffron, behind the back pass to Clay. Clay shot blocked, and we got a foul on Evan Lance on the rebound. He actually had the ball, and they brought it down, and Lance went over the shoulder, and he might be a little bit injured.
Well, John, that's an example of the strength of Tyrell Clay, who had the shot blocked, got the rebound, and just literally pulled Evan into him with his strength.
Kuykendall will inbound right off the baseline and gets the shot into Clay, or makes that Amtower, and Amtower puts it right up and in.
And John, in the first game, Amtower got a lot of his points from about 12 or 13 feet. He has all his points tonight inside the paint.
Chris Miller takes it to the foul line over on the left side. It goes to Bosley back in the ball game. Bosley picks up the dribble to Heinball on the right side. Back out it comes to Corey Tressler. Tressler lobs it baseline to Heinball. Put up off the baseline is no good, and a rebound by Kaiser down court very quickly. It comes to Amtower. He'll hold up, get it back to Zaffron. Dribbles on the left side, brings it down towards the lane. Corey Bosley guarding him now. Pass comes over to Clay on the near side. Nathan Harris into the Ram lineup. He's guarding Clay right now. Here's Zaffron into Clay. Clay runs in, puts the shot up, no good. Harris is up and gets the rebound and gets it back over to Bosley. Heinball inside to Miller. Miller with the fake, puts the shot, loses the ball though, and now gets it back and gets it out, and Jimmy Heinball picks it up. Lucky to get that one back. Heinball backs off. Kaiser still in a half-court man-to-man.
John, it's a very, very sagging man-to-man. In fact, it may even be a little bit of a gimmick defense. I can't tell you, but there's a couple players who aren't playing men. So they're just kind of standing in the lane. They're keying on Corey Bosley. They're keying on Corey Tressler. And the other players are going to get open shots. And that's where Brad Reese, that's why Jimmy Heinball's in the game. But Jimmy Heinball and Brad Reese have to take that open 15, 16-foot shot because that's going to be there all night.
Corey Bosley dribbles in, forces the shot up. It won't go, but he was fouled. He'll shoot 2, and he makes the first. The foul was on Donnie Marple. That's his second. And the 4th team foul against Kaiser. They have 2 on Zafran and 2 on Marple right now. 10-6 is our score, and Corey misses the second. By Kaiser, down court it comes to Marple. Into the front court, works against Bosley. Picks up the dribble now, gets it back over on the near side to Amtower. They try to work it inside to Clay. That time Amtower actually went out of bounds, came back in, but must have established position. Got the ball, and they work it back out to Zafran. Zafran on the near side. Three-pointer by Marple is good from the left side. Or make that the right side. Marple with his first basket of the night. Kaiser leads at 13-6. On the left side to Heinball. Back out top of the key. And here's a three by Corey Tressler. Short, no good. On the rebound. Put back up and in is Nathan Harris. Right place at the right time.
Big bucket because the Rams needed to score there to stop the Kaiser run. Makes it 13-8 in the first period. The Rams down 5.
1:20 on the clock. Here the ball comes over to Marple. Bounce pass goes over on the left side. Have to look through the official, see who has it. It's driven down. That was Clay that had it. Threw the ball out of bounds. Rams will get it back. Second turnover for Kaiser here in the first quarter.
John, I'm not really sure, but I think Kaiser is playing a box and one on Corey Bosley. And what they're doing, and I can't see whether the person, it looks like Amtower is playing Corey Tressler, but I'm not so sure they're in a diamond and 2. They're playing Corey Tressler man-to-man and Corey Bosley man-to-man. The other 3 players are playing a zone.
Be a triangle and 2.
Triangle and 2.
Bosley has a shot block, but Harris is right there, takes it out of the air, puts it up and in.
And Nathan Harris has the strength to play in a game like this. He's about 6'3", very strong physical player who we're going to need his size and strength tonight against the taller players from Kaiser.
13-10. Here's a 15-foot jumper by Amtower. It's good right off the foul line. With 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Bosley back up the right side across the timeline. Brings it over with 25 seconds. Gets it to Reese on the left wing. Back out top of the key to Bosley. Left side again to Reese. 18 seconds on the clock. Rams will play for the last shot. Goes to Harris. Harris drops it off to Bosley. Bosley, top of the key, 8 seconds. Takes it down the right side. Stops. Can't get the shot. Lobs it out to Reese. Reese comes in. He puts up the 15-foot jumper. Won't go. And with that, the first quarter comes to an end. Kaiser leads at 15-10. We'll be back after this.
What did your 3 to 5-year-old learn today? If your child attended Renaissance Early Learning Center in Oakland, he probably learned a letter of the alphabet, had story time, painted, and sang songs. Your son is recognizing shapes, colors, and numbers. Your daughter learns manners by visiting a restaurant for lunch and explores books at the library as she learns about teamwork. Good luck and go Rams from Renaissance Early Learning Center, the Little People Place, located on 3rd Street in Oakland, 334-2081.
Team One offers the absolute lowest prices in the tri-state area. Continuing with the GM tradition of American quality and value, Team One represents Chevrolet, Buick, Pontiac, and GMC trucks. 0 financing available along with GM loyalty money and rebates, not to mention deep dealer discounts. Team One, the GM giant, has an awesome selection of Chevrolet cars and trucks, Buicks, Pontiacs, and GMCs. So get to Team One across from Walmart in Oakland. Look for our giant American flag. Team One and Chevrolet, an American revolution.
The train station.
Ready to get into the second quarter. The Rams will have the basketball to start the quarter. They trail 15-10. And Evan Lance back in the lineup, but he's still holding those ribs a little bit. He got pounded pretty good on that rebound.
Well, John Kaiser's staying in a triangle and 2. 3 players are playing a zone and 2 players are playing man-to-man. They're keying on Corey Bosley and Corey Tressler. And this is where someone has to step up. Nathan Harris had provided a good lift in the first half with those 2 putbacks. And someone like Nathan or Brad Reese has to step up. Brett DeWitt's in the game now. Has to step up and help the offense.
Inside it goes to Lance. Lance. Nice move as he worked against Kuykendall. And Lance gets the basket. We got a 3-point game at 15-12. Zafran out front. Works against Reese. Gets it on the near side. Ball comes over to Kuykendall. Back out front to Zafran. Saffron just looks down low, trying to find somebody cutting through. Ball goes over on the left side, and that is Marple. Back out it comes to Clay at the top of the key. Clay inside, little turnaround jumper in there by Marple. Good, he got free. Had the layup.
Well, John, with 6'5", Josh Kuykendall, you can't help too much on him because if you give him an open shot, he's got excellent range, so they're not able to help as much. And the middle was open that time for Donnie Marple, who came off a weak side pick. Got an easy shot.
Here's Bosley down the lane, fakes the pass, and then puts it up and gets the basket. What a nice move by Corey Bosley. 17-14, back to a three-point game. Ball's on the floor, taken away by Bosley. He tipped it to DeWitt. DeWitt back to Bosley. Bosley back to DeWitt, and now Corey Tressler takes it into the front court. What a nice play by DeWitt and Bosley both on the defense there.
Well, John, the weak side help was there that time. That was good help by the Rams to force that turnover.
Here's Lance out to the top of the key, left side. Corey Bosley puts up the long jumper. High off the rim, won't go. Rebounds by Saffron. He runs down court. DeWitt cuts him off, and he'll have to take it back out. Now he goes down the baseline, right side, tries to work it to Clay. Clay loses the ball. Corey Bosley's there, and Clay kicks him out of bounds. Should be a intentional foul, but they're not going to call it.
Well, Tyrell Clay got a little frustrated because the weak side help was there again. The Rams took the ball away, and Corey Bosley was standing close to the baseline, and Clay just kind of bumped him pretty hard to knock him out of bounds.
This is shades of Bell High School last night. Rams trail at 17-14, just under 6 minutes to play. Bosley at the top of the key. DeWitt tries to work it inside to Tressler, and it's knocked away. And Clay comes down with it. Second turnover for the Rams here in the first half. Inside it comes, and I got that one, guys. It's my shot.
John, you've got the ball. You can shoot that when you get it.
Right to us. The Rams get it back. Bosley will take it back up court. He's working against Donnie Marple, the 5'11 senior. Beats him into the front court, behind the back dribble, over to the right side. Gets it to DeWitt. DeWitt works against Clay, takes it down the baseline very strongly, puts it up no good, knocks to the floor. No call very quickly. Here comes Saffron down court. And down there is Corey Tressler. He stopped the dribble. They tried to work it inside, and Corey Bosley knocked it out of bounds.
Rams, as Kaiser looking to run on every possession. As soon as they get a rebound, they look immediately for Saffron, who's a dynamite point guard. He has those 2 fouls, but he's playing with those 2 fouls. He's a jet up and down the court.
Saffron lobs it across to Kuykendall. Three-pointer up around the rim, no good. Rebound underneath, put back up is no good by Amtower. And the ball out of bounds, last touch underneath by Chris Miller. So the Golden Tornado will get it back. Ball comes into Saffron on the left corner. He'll work his way back out. Lob pass on the near side, intended underneath. But it was knocked out by John Hellman, the 6'3 senior in the game, and that's the 5th turnover. Rams will get it back right in front of us.
Guys, the Rams losing the rebound battle at this point, 10-3.
And they're just down 3 points, 17-14.
I'm sorry, John, on the last 5 possessions, Kaiser has only gotten off 1 shot. So the Ram defense has tightened up since the first period.
This is Reese. He bounces it back out to Corey Tressler. Tressler also scoreless here so far in the first half. Reese works it out front. 4.5 minutes to go. Here's Chris Miller with the jumper. Round the rim won't go. Rebound is pulled down by Hellman. Hellman gets it to Saffron. Saffron to the top of the key. Stops, fires. Good. 2-pointer by Saffron. That's his second basket of the night. 19-14. Kaiser by 5. Over to Reese on the right wing. He'll bring it to the top of the key. Lobs it down in the corner to Lance. Lance back out to Reese. Over it goes to Miller. Back out to Reese. Over on the left side. Back to Miller. Miller comes in. 15-footer off the front of the rim. Won't go. Rebound by Kuykendall. Outlet pass. Saffron again. He lobs it on the near side. Nice catch down here by Amtower. And Amtower is back out. Chris Miller knocks it out of bounds.
At different times, the Rams are not a balanced team as far as the ability to score. Pretty much Corey Tressler, Corey Bosley, and Evan Lance have been the main 3 scorers for the Rams this year. The second time around they face teams are realizing that, and they're playing right now off of Chris Miller, off of Brad Reese, and someone else is going to have to step up and hit that shot.
Ball comes into Amtower. He makes a spin move, and he's fouled. See who they got the foul on. It's on Brad Reese. That's his first. And the second team foul against the Rams. Safran gets the inbound pass in the front court. Comes to the left side. Trying to work around the screen. The Rams won't let him do it. They work it back out to Marple. Marple comes down. He stops. 17-foot jumper. Good. Donnie Marple hits his 7th point of the night. We have a foul here, I believe, too.
I think it's going to go on Tyrell Clay, who's very physical off the ball. The basket was made by Marple, and Tyrell Clay, I think, is going to get called for pushing off. It's only the team's 6th foul to the Rams. Oh, no, it's on number 40. It's on Hellman.
John Hellman, his first.
He looked at Tyrell Clay, but that's the team's 6th, so the Rams will not be in the bonus yet.
Bonus from here on out for the rest of the half. Here is Reese to Miller, down in the corner to Lance, back to Miller, around the top of the key to Reese. Corner on the baseline to Lance, back out it comes. Around to Miller, bounce pass inside to Tressler. Tressler with the fake, can't get the shot off, back out to Miller. Over to Reese. Reese looks down low, lobs it back out to Bosley. Bosley with the fake. They take it over to Miller. Down in the corner to Lance on the left side. Under 3 minutes to go. Here's Chris Miller with the shot. Puts it up, no good. Rebound by Hellman. He drops the pass off to Marple. He'll come down to the top of the key. Stop. Fires it up off the back of the rim. No good. Tap back up and in, but Marple no good. Gets his own rebound again and puts it back up and in.
Donnie Marple with 3 shots at the basket. The Rams did not do a good job of boxing out. Coach Bosley, sensing the Rams' frustrations offensively, calls an abbreviated timeout.
Yep, 30-second timeout for the Rams, and I tell you what, the Rams are down 23-14. They need to get something going. Corey Tressler, not in the scoring column yet.
Well, John, Aaron Amtower, who's 6'3", very athletic, reminds you of a player you see at Garrett College or Potomac State. He's that kind of athlete. He's guarding Corey Tressler in their triangle and 2. Corey Tressler cannot get good looks, and when he does get it, he still has to shoot over the 6'3" Amtower. So Corey Tressler has not been as much of a factor in the Rams' offense, but give Kaiser defense the credit. They're playing that triangle and 2. They're keying on Corey Tressler. They're keying on Corey Bosley. Someone else has to step up.
Yeah, they're going to Chris Miller, giving him plenty of opportunities. He hasn't been able to hit one, but he's had 3 or 4 attempts. Now they bring Jimmy Heinball into the lineup.
Good shooter, and I'm sure Coach Bosley told Jimmy, if you have that open 12, 13-foot shot, you have to take it.
Brad Reese is running the point now. They'll put Corey Bosley down low and also Tressler down low. Evan Lance gets it back out to Heinball. Around the top of the key it goes to Reese. He'll take it to the right side. Back to Heinball. He steps in. He has the 15-foot jumper off the front of the rim. No good. By Kuykendall. He drops the pass off to Marple. And now it goes to Safran in the front court. 2:12 to play here in the first half. Over it comes to Clay. Back to Safran. Safran, ball high over his head, tries to work the ball inside, but it gets tipped back out. Clay comes out with it. Now it goes over to Marple. Marple back out top of the key to Safran. Safran down to the right side of the arc. Bosley on him. They try to work the ball inside. It's knocked away by Tressler. Picked up by Evan Lance, and out it goes to Heinball. Turnover number 6 for the Golden Tornado. 1:40 to go. 23-14, Kaiser leads it. Bosley gets it back to Reese. Between the circles, over on the right side to Heinball, inside to Lance. Lance puts the shot up, rolls it around the rim and in.
And John, that play has to be there too, and Evan Lance has got to post up very strongly to get that basketball. He did that time, and he got the bucket.
23-16, Safran works against Jimmy Heinball now. They work the ball down low to Kuykendall. He puts the shot up, it won't go, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2 as a foul, I think, is going to go on Corey Tressler. Yep, went on 22, Jimmy Heinball, I believe. We'll have to wait till they put it up.
Guys, you know, on the offensive end, Southern's getting 1 shot at the basket, no offensive rebounds at all.
John, the foul went on Evan Lance.
Went on Evan Lance, and that is his second. Kuykendall puts up the foul shot. It's good.
It's a team third, but unfortunately the second for Evan, and he'll go to the sidelines. And Roger, as you mentioned about the rebound, and the guy who provided a great spark for the Rams in the first half was Nathan Harris, who replaces Evan Lance. And Nathan is a strong physical player he's a very active rebounder.
Kuykendall missed the second one, but the rebound was tapped out. and he got the shot, put it back up again, no good. And that time Harris got the rebound, dropped it off to Reese, and we're down to 1 minute to play here in the first half. 24-16, 8-point lead for Kaiser. Over it goes to Reese. They're going to shorten the game as Jimmy Heimball just stands out with it, gets it back over to Reese on the right side. 50 seconds to go. Back over to Heimball. Over it goes to Mosley. Back to Heimball with 40 seconds to go. Reese out front, takes a look at the basket, backs off, gets it to Heimball. He'll put the three in the air. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Down, 30 seconds. Down court it comes to Marple. Marple drops it around. Out front it goes to Zaffron. Zaffron, couple dribbles against Heimball. Backs off, can't get the shot. Whistle away from the basket. What do we got? Timeout?
5-second violation.
Oh, okay.
Good defense, good pressure on the basketball by Jimmy Heimball, but also a good job of wing denials to where Zaffron had nowhere to pass it, so he just dribbled around and got called for the 5-second violation.
21 seconds to go. They take Zaffron out of the lineup. They don't want him to get his third foul here. Rams with the basketball, 15 seconds on the clock. Into the front court comes Mosley, gets it over to Reese, 10 seconds on the clock. Down to 9, Reese takes it down the lane, stops, puts up the runner, rolls it in, it's good. Brad Reese hits it at the buzzer. Ball comes back down, and with that, our first quarter comes to an end. The Rams trail by 8, 24-18. Tough game, the Rams just not hitting anything, not being able to get the shots from either one of the Coreys.
Well, the Kaiser defense is dictating what shots the Rams get. The Rams are so used to getting good high-percentage shots from Corey Tressler, from Corey Mosley, the inside play of Evan Lance. Kaiser has taken away those three things, and they're almost saying someone else is going to beat us tonight besides Tressler, Mosley, and Lance. And right now, perhaps it's Brad Reese, perhaps it's Jimmy Heimball, but I'm sure as Coach Mosley goes back in the dressing room, he's going to draw up some plays for someone else to get involved to try to get some points on the board.
Well, we're at halftime at Kaiser High School, 24-18. Kaiser, we'll be back after these messages.
What makes a John Deere a John Deere? Is it the unmistakable gleaming, dare we say loud, green and yellow colors that can be seen riding high across this great land we call My Country 'Tis of Thee? Could it be that John Deere has a bit more experience in this whole tractor thing, say 167 years worth? Is it the fact that a Deere dealer will actually come to your personal abode for a tractor checkup like an old-fashioned country doctor? Or might it be the razor-sharp, almost ninja-like perfection of the Deere Edge cutting system? How can you find the answers? Why are we asking you so many questions? To help you solve these mysteries of mowing, just come down to your local John Deere dealer, and starting at just $14.99, you can sit in that bright yellow seat and experience for yourself the feeling of being on the tractor that started it all. Nothing runs like a Deere.
List price excludes tax, freight, setup, or delivery, and is subject to change. Price and models may vary by dealer.
See a full line of John Deere lawn and garden tractors at Manor Home Center in Mountain Lake Park, your local John Deere dealer.
Putting quality gas in your tank is smart, and filling up at your local Mobil or BP Amoco gas station is even smarter. Why? Because BP Amoco and Mobil gasoline keeps your engine clean and running smooth. Stop today and fill up with quality BP Amoco and Mobil gasoline distributed by Peters Fuel Corporation, Oakland. And call Peters Fuel Corporation for your next home heating oil fill-up. Quality service, dependability, and free delivery, too. With over 47 years of service, they're a name to trust. Peters Fuel Corporation, Liberty Street, Oakland. Call 334-2509.
Hello, this is Jeff Alva from Schaefer Ford Sales, inviting you to stop in soon and test drive a great previously owned pickup we have on the lot. It's a 2003 F-150 Super Cab 4x4. Comes with XL Sport Trim, V8, automatic transmission, air conditioning, CD player, and only 14,000 miles on it. Come by soon and test drive this great-looking pickup at Schaefer Ford Sales, Route 219 North in Oakland, where vehicles cost less.
92.3 The Train.
Well, we're back at Kaiser High School. We're at halftime. Rams trail by 6, 24-18. And when you hear the stats from Roger here in a few minutes, you're going to kind of be glad the Rams are only down 6.
Well, John, the Rams are certainly within a reach of Kaiser. The Rams did not play a good first half. There's no other way to say it. They were very flat offensively. Defensively, had a couple letdowns in the first quarter. The defense picked up in the second quarter. They only gave up 9 points in the second quarter after giving up 15 in the first quarter. So the defense picked up. Kaiser had 4 or 5 straight possessions where they did not even get a shot off as the Ram help side defense was there. But the Rams did not play a stellar first half. Their shooting was abominable. The rebounding was non-existent, yet they find themselves down only 6 points. So in one respect, Coach Mosley has to be in at halftime. He has to be very pleased with the fact that they're still in the game. If they have that good spurt, they can get some better shots and get some of those shots to fall from some of the other players. They're right in the game. So he has to be pleased that he's within reach, but he can't be pleased with the performance.
Yeah, he's within 2 baskets, 2 3-pointers of being in a tie game, and you can bet that Tom Mosley, Matt Rediger, Dave Bender, Mike Saturday, Jim Mosley, they're all in there, and they'll come up with an answer to this thing in the second half. Seems like the Rams can find a way to win in a situation like this.
Well, John, the Rams will never make an excuse. Coach Mosley isn't going to use anything as an excuse, but early in the season, we noticed the development of a player, and that was Joey Tressler, who was really coming on as that fourth scorer for the Rams. Joey got hurt and has not played, but in a game like this, you kind of have to be thinking, I'm sure in the back of the coaches' minds, they're thinking, boy, if we only had that Joey Tressler to step in and hit that wide-open foul line extended shot, because it's there, but yet no one can hit that shot right now.
Well, we're about 5.5 minutes away. It's going to be Kaiser basketball when we start the second half. This is one that, we'd sure like to see the Rams come out of here with a victory. It is going to be an uphill battle all the way here in the second half.
Well, it is, John, and I think the first 3 or 4 minutes of the third quarter might well dictate if the Rams are going to win this game. They don't want to get down 12 and 13 points to this Kaiser team, because Kaiser is explosive, and if the Rams get in a running game with them, the Rams are going to find themselves on the short end. The Rams cannot run with Kaiser. They have to play a methodical offense. They have to get high percentage shots. They have to hit a high percentage of those shots, and they have to have the weak side help there on defense, because one-on-one they can't match up with the taller, quicker, more athletic Kaiser Golden Tornado. So the first 3 minutes, I think, are going to be critical. If the Rams find Kaiser gets off to a fast start and they're down 10 or 12 points, it could be a long evening.
Well, we'll take a couple of minutes here, take a look at our halftime stats, and remind you they're brought to you by Sheriff Dick Sanders and the Garrett County Sheriff's Department.
Boy, aren't we living large tonight, John? We have padded chairs.
Oh, yeah.
We have a front row seat. There's heat in the gymnasium, which we didn't have last night at Bell. I feel like I've gone to heaven here.
Yeah.
Taking a look at the stats for the first half, and I think the statistics tell a good bit of the story here tonight so far. Kaiser has turned the ball over 7 times to Southern's 2, so that's a big plus for Southern. But Kaiser has shot 11 for 18 from the field, a very, very good percentage, 61%, 18 rebounds, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 50%, and 6 team fouls. Again, for the Rams, 2 turnovers. Southern shooting 9 of 23 from the field, 39%, and not getting any second looks on most of those shots. Southern's in with 14 rebounds to Kaiser's 18. Southern, uncharacteristically, 2 out of 5 from the free throw line, 40%, and they're in with 3 team fouls. John?
And the Tornado leads at 24-18. Individual scoring on the night for the Golden Tornado, Chris Zaffron with 4 points on the night. Tyrell Clay has 2. Aaron Amtower with 6. The big scorer tonight is Donnie Marple so far. He has 9. And Josh Kuykendall has 3. For the Southern Rams, Corey Mosley's in with 6. Brad Reese has 4. Evan Lance with 4. And Nathan Harris with 4. Corey Tressler has not got into the scoring column yet.
Well, John, you mentioned the 6 points that Aaron Amtower had. That's important. What's much more important than that is the defensive job that Amtower has done on Corey Tressler. Because if you look at the game, Amtower is only concerned with stopping Corey Tressler. Wherever Corey Tressler goes, Amtower's his shadow, and Corey isn't getting good shots, and the few that he's taken, he hasn't hit because he has to shoot over the 6'3" Amtower. So Amtower's presence is very important there, with both offensively and defensively.
Well, the Golden Tornado back on the court. The Rams yet to make their appearance. We've still got a couple minutes to go here before the third quarter starts. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Sheriff Dick Sanders and the Garrett County Sheriff's Department. To remind you to be cool, stay in school, and say no to drugs and alcohol. Also brought to you in part by the Terra Alta Bank, with locations in Oakland and Terra Alta, and by the Garrett County Memorial Hospital, where they give quality care close to home. Rams are back out. It'll be interesting to see, and Coach Yoder always points out, in the first minute or two, you can see what adjustments were made at halftime by the coaching staff.
Well, John, just to talk briefly about statistics. I thought 2 telling statistics in that first half. Kaiser with their gimmick defense, the triangle and two, usually when you play something like that, you find your host players are out of position for rebounds. But yet, as Roger went over the rebounds, it was 18-4 in favor of Kaiser. So that certainly shows you the athleticism and size that they have. The other statistic that I thought was very, very important, the Rams only have 2 turnovers, and that's why they're within 6 points of Kaiser, because the shooting percentage is not very good. But by only turning the ball over twice, they're able to stay close to the Kaiser High Golden Tornado.
Well, we're about ready to get the teams back over to the benches and get the third quarter underway. We'll remind everybody to stay tuned in our post-game show when we'll have our interview with Coach Tom Bosley and also our Brownings Oakland Foodland Player of the Game. We'll be back right after this message. Back at Kaiser High School, where the Rams trail the Kaiser Golden Tornado by the score of 24-18. The Rams will have the basketball to start the, well, nope, we'll take that back. Kaiser will have the basketball to start the second half. So the Rams need to get a stop and get the ball back down this way and try to get that lead wiped out here by midway through the third quarter if they can. Buzzer sounded. We look for the Rams to come back out with the original starting lineup. They usually do. Nobody's in foul trouble. Corey Bosley, along with Brad Reese, Chris Miller, Evan Lance, does have 2 fouls, and Corey Tressler. For the Golden Tornado, 2 players. Chris Zaffron has 2, and Donnie Marple has 2. Other than that, we'll see their original starting lineup on the floor, and we do already. Well, Bill, we're about ready to go. Here come the Rams, and hopefully we can gain a few points here.
Well, John, the Rams have to attack that triangle and two. If you're Kaiser, you've got to be happy you're up 6, and they're not going to make a lot of changes. The Rams will have to make some changes to stay in the game.
Zaffron gets the inbound pass, works it over to the left side. Reese on him. Marple takes it down the right side of the lane, stops, works it back out, ball almost taken away. Amtower had it. Fouled, I believe. Foul goes against the Rams. Might be Chris Miller, so it's his first.
His first, the team first.
And it was Miller's first foul. Rams still trail by 6 early in the third quarter. This is Kuykendall with the basketball, takes it into the lane, kicks it back out to Zaffron. He's on the right wing. Baseline, now back, stops, puts up a 17-foot jumper, short, missed everything, and the rebound pulled down by Chris Miller. Miller to Bosley. Bosley almost double dribbled, gets it to Tressler. Tressler takes it in the lane, shot put up, blocked, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
I think that's going to be on Donnie Marple, and if it is, that's 3 on Donnie.
And it is. That's his third. Also the first team foul. So Marple picks up number 3 very quickly. And Corey Tressler with a chance to get in the scoring column. Rolls the first one around the rim. It will not go. Rams extremely cold from the free throw line tonight.
I think, John, as the Rams are year in and year out as good or at the best or near the top in the Cumberland area.
Tressler makes the second. 24-19 now. As Marple has the basketball, kicks it over on the left side. Jumper put up from 17, in and out and back in. That one's by Aaron Amtower. 8 points on the night for him. 26-19 now. Here's Tressler for 3. Fires it across the rim, no good. But Brad Reese runs down the rebound on the right side. Back out it goes to Bosley. Bosley at the top of the key. Gets it back over the left side to Reese. Reese trying to work it down low. Can't. Gets it back out front to Bosley. He'll take it to the top of the key. Bounce pass down low to Miller. Ball fake. Can't get the shot off. Back out to Bosley. Down the lane. He puts up the runner across the back of the rim. No good. Test it back up. No good. Lance with the rebound. He puts it back up and in.
And John, the Rams found the opening that time in the zone, and that's where Evan Lance and Nathan Harris and Corey Tressler have to be aggressive going for those rebounds, because the Kaiser people are not going to be in great position because they're in a triangle and 2.
Kaiser leads it. Out it comes, top of the key. Here's a jumper by Amtower, off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound by Tressler. Tressler works it down court to Bosley. Bosley stops, fakes, puts up the runner, no good. He's called for traveling. Kind of lost his balance right at the end.
Well, Corey likes to lean in and get that shot off. At that time, he started to lean in. Josh Kuykendall kind of took a step backwards, and Corey got called for shuffling his feet.
This is Zaffron out front, working again against Reese. Over it comes on the left side to Amtower. His turnaround jumper from 17 is good. Got to watch Aaron Amtower. He'll go crazy on you, and right now he is.
Well, John, he's a very explosive scorer, and he can get his points in bunches in a hurry.
Swing, puts it back out top of the key. Now it comes over to Mosley on the right side. He works against Amtower. Here's his shot put up. Good. He drove in, put it up and in.
And Corey did a great job that time of shielding the basketball with his body so that the two players from Kaiser, Amtower and Kuykendall, could not block it.
28-23. Kaiser leads it. Down to 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Bounce pass on the baseline. Kuykendall. He turns around, throws it up to the left hand. No good. Chris Miller gets the rebound. Mosley to Tressler. Tressler fakes, takes it in, puts the shot up, no good. He's fouled. He'll shoot two more.
And John, the Rams have come out much like Coach Mosley wanted them to. Their defense has been very good. They're frustrating Kaiser. Kaiser's wanting to score in a hurry, and the Rams are playing good enough defense to where Kaiser's not getting a good first shot, and the Rams are doing a great job of boxing out.
And the Rams have already surpassed the rebounding total in the first half.
And John, John and Roger, I think they've done that with superior positioning.
Tressler hits the front end, 28-24. The lead down to 4 now. And Corey ready for his second one. This one's up. It's good. Lead down to 3. The Rams cut the lead in half by 3. Just under 5 minutes to play. This is Zafran out front. Over on the left side to Kuykendall. He's being guarded by Miller. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Kuykendall. Back over on the left side. Here's the long three-pointer put up off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound by Reese. Rams press it down the court. Gets it over to Mosley. Mosley fakes, takes it in, puts it off the glass and in. Corey Mosley gets them back to within 1, and with that, Kaiser wants a 30-second timeout. Rams trail by 1, 28-27.
John, one thing that you can tell Coach Mosley, an adjustment he made at halftime, is the Rams are looking to run, which is a bit surprising. And I know in the pregame show, Coach Mosley talked about not wanting to run and controlling tempo with Kaiser, but he realized when they were controlling tempo, they weren't hitting shots. They found themselves down, so I'm sure he's trying to up tempo so they can get higher percentage shots and get more in an offensive flow.
I know Coach Mosley also felt that he could outrun the Golden Tornado. They're tall, but not quite as fast, except for Zafran. The rest of them are just a little bit slower than the Rams.
Well, Brad Reese and Corey Mosley, kind of a two-man fast break there. A good give and go, and Corey Mosley got in the lane and got the deuce.
Well, 4:35 to go in the third quarter. 28-27. Kaiser. Rams have pulled a 6-point deficit back to only 1. Sideline, Amtower will inbound.
And I think the difference, John, has been the rebounding. The Rams are holding Kaiser to 1 shot. Kaiser's not very patient.
Goes to Zafran. He's on the right wing. Picks up the dribble now. Looking for the pass. Has to call timeout. Nowhere to go with it. And the Tornado calls another 30-second timeout. Good defense. Brad Reese right there on him.
Great defense. Brad made Zafran pick up his dribble. As soon as Zafran stopped his dribble, the wing denial became very evident, and there was nowhere to pass to, and he had to call timeout or lose the possession.
4:24 to go here in the third quarter. The Rams 27, the Golden Tornado 28.
Thus far in the third quarter, John, the Rams have 7 rebounds and Kaiser has none. So the reversal of the first half.
Some big adjustments at halftime by the coaching staff, and they've been able to get those rebounds and cut that lead down to only 1. Trying to get the inbound pass in, they throw it to Zafran. He has to run it down the backcourt. And he'll take it now into the front court against Reese over on the right side. Down it goes to Amtower. He puts up the jumper high off the rim. No good. There's a rebound by Corey Tressler. Tressler up court very quickly to Lance. He's all by himself. Has the shot. He's fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Down goes Kuykendall, and that's his second. Third team foul here in the second half.
And another fast break opportunity, and very uncharacteristic of what Coach Mosley said in the pregame the Rams are doing. But we talk about adjustments. Coach Mosley often talks about being able to play at different speeds. Right now the Rams want to play at a fast speed.
Lance misses the front end. He's 0 for 3 now at the free throw line tonight. Chance now to tie the game at 28 as he's ready for his second one. This one's up. It's good. We have a tie game. Back from a 6-point deficit and has tied it at 28. Over it goes on the right side. Marple against Mosley, has to pick up the dribble. It goes to Clay in the right corner. Clay back out front, comes to Amtower. He comes back out, shows a pass to Zaffron. Zaffron comes down, he puts up a 17-foot jumper off the rim, no good. And Brad Reese with the rebound. He'll bring it back up court, into the front court, all the way down, stop, puts up a low 8-footer off the board, it's good.
And that's the first time the Rams have led since very early in this contest. We're in the third quarter, and it's the first time in probably 18, 19 minutes the Rams have led.
3.5 minutes to go. Rams lead by 2, 30-28. Over it goes to Kuykendall on the right side. Miller was out with him. Now Tressler takes him. Ickmall goes over, almost taken away. Here's the shot put up by Amtower across the rim, no good. Rebound is by Corey Tressler. Tressler up, gets it to Mosley. He'll bring it down to court. Stop. No, he gets it on the baseline to Lance. Lance comes in, shot blocked, but Miller's right there to get it. He comes out of the lane, gets it back out to Lance. Lance, hand off to Mosley, back out to Reese. Over the right side now to Tressler. He takes it into the lane, stops, tries to get the pass inside. A whistle and a foul goes against Kaiser. Clay, I believe. Nope, 32. Well, must have been 22. Had to be Clay. That's his first.
And John, the third quarter has belonged to the Southern Rams because the defense has stepped up. The defensive positioning has been excellent, and the Rams looking to run, taking advantage of the hustle and desire that they showed in this third period to stretch that lead to 3 after the free throw by Corey Tressler.
Brett DeWitt into the Ram lineup. Out goes Chris Miller. Tressler made the first. The Rams lead 31-28, and now 32-28. 5 in a row for Corey Tressler here from the free throw line. Zaffron down the right side, drops the pass off to Marple in the corner. Marple brings it back out top of the key, back to Zaffron on the right side. He loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover back to the Rams.
Guys, in the first half, Kaiser shot 61% from the field. So far in this half, 2 for 9, 25%.
2:40 to go, third quarter, timeout Kaiser. We'll be right back.
Greg's Pharmacy has been a part of the community for many years. They're there for you when you need them, even in times of emergencies. Greg's accepts multiple prescription insurances, the Together card, and they process Medicare billing. They carry a complete line of hospital and surgical supplies, including walkers, canes, crutches, wheelchairs, tub rails, and electric hospital beds. From Band-Aids and allergy medicines to blood monitoring systems and diabetic supplies, Greg's Pharmacy has it. Good luck and go Rams from Greg's Pharmacy in Oakland.
92.3 The Train.
2:40 to go in the third quarter. The Rams have a 14-4 run here in the third quarter. Now they lead 32-28.
John, a dominating third quarter so far for the Southern Rams. Now they've done it with their defense, which has stifled the Kaiser offense. Kaiser's very impatient. They're not looking to get the ball inside and take advantage of their size. They're happy to get that 16 or 17-foot shot, which they're having to rush over the good defense of the Rams. And the Rams have not given up one rebound to Kaiser in the third period. So the Rams are hustling on defense. They're sprinting back on offense, and they're getting high percentage shots. Thus, they've turned a 6-point deficit into a 4-point lead.
We're back into action as Mosley gets the basketball. Gets it to Reese. Back out it goes to DeWitt. To Mosley on the left wing. He looks down low, drives down baseline, can't get the shot, lobs it outside to Reese. There to pick it up, though, is DeWitt. DeWitt has his pass stolen away by Marple. Marple down to Zaffron. Zaffron takes it down. The 8-foot jumper off the glass is in.
Roger, that's probably the first turnover of the second half of the Rams. Second turnover. So the Rams really taking care of the basketball. Only their fourth turnover for the game.
32-30, 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Rams on top. Here's Mosley at the top of the key. Takes it down. Over it goes to Reese. Reese brings it into the lane, puts up the runner. No good, but it's blocked, taken away by Lance, though. Lance gets it back out to Mosley. Back to Lance in the left corner. Back out it goes to Mosley. Left side to Reese. Reese brings it down. He can't get the shot off. Back out to Tressler. Tressler puts the 3 ball in the air. High off the rim, won't go. Rebound fought for, brought down by Clay. Outlet pass to Zaffron. He goes down, stops, 17-foot jumper, good. And Chris Zaffron has just tied this game back up with 2 quick baskets.
Now Kaiser on a 4-0 run.
This is Reese on the left wing. to Tressler, back to Reese. Reese with the 15-foot jumper. It's good. Brad Reese has 8 points on the night.
When Kaiser is in the half court, they're staying in that triangle and 2. Brad Reese has the wide open shot. He capitalized that time.
Here's a long shot put up by Zaffron, no good, but Clay gets the rebound. He puts it up short off the rim, no good. The ball hits the top of the board, the superstructure. It's a turnover back to the Rams. 57 seconds to go in the third. The Rams lead at 34-32, and we have the basketball.
John, in this situation, Southern may or may not play for the last shot. I'm sure against the triangle and 2, they can hold the ball as long as they want. And my guess is the Rams will probably play for the last shot.
Mosley out in the front court with 45 on the clock. Over it goes to Reese on the left side. Top of the key to Lance. Lance to Mosley on the left wing. 37 seconds. Mosley puts the 3 ball in the air. No good. Rebound pulled down by Ashby into the ball game. Fast break down the court very quickly, and Mark Zinn just into the ball game gets to the basket. 34-34 with 20 seconds to go. Over on the left wing it goes to Reese. 17 on the clock. Reese backs off. Clock ticks down. 12, 11, now 10. Hands it to Mosley with 8. Mosley wants somebody to set a pick. Tressler does. Mosley with 3 seconds, fake, stops, puts the shot up, off the rim, won't go. Puts it back up and almost got it. It would not go for him, and with that, the third quarter comes to an end. We're tied at 34. We'll be right back.
Come see our selection at Team One. We have taken in some mighty fine trades, and these pre-owned models have plenty of life left in them. Don't forget, Team One has the absolute lowest prices on new units too, from Chevrolet, Buick, Pontiac, and GMC. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, see Team One, the GM Giant, just minutes from Deep Creek Lake, across from Walmart Supercenter in Oakland. Just look for our giant American flag. Team One and Chevrolet, an American revolution.
When buying a pair of shoes, you want the best fit possible. When you buy New Balance, the best fit possible goes beyond shoe size. The better your shoes fit, the more comfortable you will be, the better you will perform, and the more you will enjoy yourself. See the selection of New Balance athletic shoes at Stompers on Route 135. Whether you need a cross trainer, running, or just a comfortable shoe, New Balance has a shoe for you in a variety of widths, ranging from double A to quad E. Stompers in Mountain Lake Park, across from Tressler Auto Electric.
92.3, The Train.
We're tied at 34. The Rams will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Game was 15-10 at the end of the first quarter in favor of Kaiser, 24-18 at half, and now tied at 34.
John, there's been some great games in the last 7 or 8, 9 years with Kaiser and Southern. This one is looking to be a very similar Kaiser-Southern game.
Be another barn burner like we had last night. Here's Reese out in the front court on the right side. Bounce pass to Mosley, standing near the center circle, between the circles. Takes it over the left side, down the baseline, drives around his man, puts the shot up, knocks to the floor. The shot's good. No foul called. Over it goes to Zaffron on the right side. He drops it down low to Hellman. Back to Zaffron. Zaffron down in the corner. Ball goes to Kuykendall. They work it back out to Marple. Marple, a couple of dribbles, picks it up. Bounce pass to Zaffron out front with the left hand. He takes it in the lane, puts the shot up. What do we got? A charge against Zaffron, and that is his third.
And John, that is something that won't show up in tomorrow's box score, but Chris Miller just did a great job of sliding over from the weak side, stood in, took the contact, drew the charge from Zaffron, took away the basket, and the turnover will give the ball back to the Rams. Great job by Chris Miller of sacrificing his body to take the charge.
Here's Reese over to Lance. Lance gets it back to Reese. He'll bring it into the lane, kick it over to Tressler on the right side. Tressler has to pick up the dribble, gets it to Chris Miller, and back to Mosley out front. Round it comes to Reese. Reese bounce pass inside to Tressler. They're collapsing on him. Tressler comes in, gets it over to Reese. Reese with a jumper off the baseline, no good. Lance with the rebound. Spin move, puts it up. Count the basket or not. It went in. Oops, they call traveling instead.
John, right in front of us. Evan did use a pump fake, got Kuykendall in the air, and then shuffled his feet. Only the third turnover for the Rams.
36-34 Southern. Kuykendall will inbound to Zaffron, and right there to meet him is Brad Reese. He comes up the right side of the court, into the front court. Trying to work around the pick. Reese right with him. He goes down baseline, puts the shot up, no good. Whistle. Foul called. Is that against Brad or not? I can't tell who's down in there. They're going to give him 2 shots.
That's only the second foul of the second half for the Rams. There's 6:34 remaining in the fourth period, and that's only the second foul on the Rams, but it will send Zafran to the line for 2.
His shot's up, rolls off the side, will not go. No foul put up on the board. I'm not sure anybody knows who the foul was against. I guess they just picked one.
Pretty sure it was on Brad Reese.
I think so, but not up there. Zafran's second shot is up and good. And we have a 1-point game. Rams lead at 36-35. 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Mosley into the front court. Over on the left side, Tressler. Tressler comes down, back out to Reese, over to Miller on the right wing. He takes the dribble, gets the ball knocked away, and out of bounds. It'll be Ram basketball. I don't know what happened over there. We couldn't see it, but Rams are going to get the ball back. Big reaction from the Kaiser crowd.
Well, I think they thought it was tipped by a Southern player.
Here's Mosley on the inbound pass. Comes down into the left corner, stops, puts up a high jumper. Good. Corey Mosley hits about a 16-footer from the left side. Rams lead by 3, 38-35. Zafran into the front court with 6 minutes to go. Zafran works down, stops, tries to put the jumper up. Off the front of the rim, won't go. Long rebound. Tapped around. Corey Mosley comes down with it. Down the court it goes to Lance. Lance has the shot rejected from behind by Clay, and that ball's knocked away and out of bounds. And Clay doing a lot of hot dogging back up the floor. He blocked one shot in the night. You thought he won the NBA championship.
Well, John, it was good hustle by Clay. That's where you got to go up a little stronger with that basketball. But Clay was trailing on the play and did get the rejection and batted it off the backboard, so it bounced off about 15 feet.
Zafran goes over to Amtower, top of the key. Back to Kuykendall. Kuykendall against Tressler. Over it goes on the right side. Shot put up by Marple. Round the rim, no good. Whistle and a foul called. After the shot, it'll be on the floor. And I think we quit putting them up. I don't think Corey Mosley got that one, but...
Is that a 3-point foul?
No, it was after the shot. It'll be a possession foul off the side. Corey Mosley with the foul. That's his first. Third team foul against the Rams. Kuykendall will inbound, down low, gets the damn tower under the basket, nowhere to go with it. Shot blocked, out of bounds, and the Rams get it back. Now the other official is going to run in, and they're going to talk it over. And they're going to reverse the call. We can't see it, so we can't comment on the call. It was at the other end of the court. Kaiser gets it anyway. The ball comes into Zafran. Zafran kicks it over on the left wing to Kuykendall. Back out to Zafran out front. 5:18 to go in the ball game. 3-point lead for the Rams. Over it goes to Marple. Down low to Clay. Clay has the ball stripped away by Mosley. He comes down. He'll fake. Let Clay go by. But Clay commits the foul, and Corey will shoot 2.
And Corey Mosley, once again, did a good job of using his body. He shielded the basketball, knowing that Clay was going to try to block again. Clay came over the back and just hammered Corey Mosley. So Corey will go to the free throw line for 2 attempts.
And you knew exactly what Corey was going to do. First shot's up off the front of the rim, won't go. Corey only 2 for 4 from the line tonight. Clay goes out. In comes John Hellman for Kaiser. Corey with his second, chance to give the Rams a 4-point lead. And he does. It's all net. 39-35. The Rams lead at 5-0. Well, make it 5 minutes to go in the ball game. This is Zafran, still working against Reese. Picks up the dribble out front, bounce pass inside, almost stolen away. Goes down on the baseline, pass over on the left side. Shot put up by Hellman's no good. That's back up and in. Was it Hellman?
It was Hellman again. Hellman with the putback off of his miss. 39-37, 4:44 remaining in the fourth period.
Mosley over on the left wing. Gets it inside, ball knocked away, but it comes right back to Mosley. Mosley gets it out front to Reese. Reese over on the left side to Miller. Miller stops. He puts up a 15-foot jumper off the rim. No good. Tressler steals the rebound. Comes back. Gets it back out to Reese. Reese takes a couple of dribbles now to the top of the key. Goes over on the left side. Back out to Mosley. Between the circles. Straight away from the basket. Brings it down the right side. Runs. Fakes. Stops. Puts up a shot around the rim. No good. Runs down his own rebound. Goes around the screen. Puts the shot up off the glass. This one's good.
And Corey pumped that time. Pump fake in the air. Got the two players by him. Kissed it off the board. The Rams up 4.
Under 4 minutes to play. Here's the ball over on the right side. Amtower. Amtower lobs it inside Kuykendall. He turns around, throws it up to the left hand. Round the rim won't go. Rebound is Evan Lance. Whistle and a foul on the rebound. Could be Kuykendall.
And John, that's the team's 7th.
It is.
And that will send Evan Lance to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. And with 3:46 remaining in the fourth period, Kaiser has committed 17 fouls. The Rams but 3.
That's the third on Kuykendall. With 3:46 to go, Evan Lance will go to the free throw line. He is 1 for 4 on the night. Two big shots right here. Drills the first one, all net. Ready for his second. He was on the 1-on-1. Rams lead now by 5. That's their biggest lead of the night. Lance shoots it around the rim. It will not go. Kuykendall up to get the rebound. Gets it out to Zafran. Down to 3:40 to go. 42-37 Southern. This is Zafran out front. Over on the left side. It comes to Hellman. Hellman back out to Zafran in the front court. 3.5 minutes to play. Zafran takes it down the right side of the lane. Stops, puts the shot up short. No good. Whistle and a foul called. Brad Reese gets the call. That's number 2 on Reese that I have. For some reason, they've quit putting the fouls up. Tom Bosley wants to call timeout. 3:27 to go. We'll be back right after this.
At Schaefer Ford Sales, we have your next vehicle. This is Jeff McDaniel. Stop by soon and check out a previously owned 2002 F-150 Super Cab 4x4. This extra nice truck has a V8, automatic transmission, retractable tonneau cover with a spray-in Rhino brand bedliner and step bars. Get in and see me or any other member of our experienced sales staff for a test drive in this really sharp pickup. That's Schaefer Ford Sales, Route 219 North in Oakland, where vehicles cost less.
92.3, the train.
Well, we're back with 3:27 to go in the ball game. Rams hold a 5-point lead. Make that Brad Reese just committed, I think, his 3rd foul. For some reason, we're not getting him up on the board anymore.
John, I think Zafran will go to the free throw line. I'm not sure if they called the foul in the act of shooting or while on the floor. I think they're going to send him to the free throw line. He'll have 2 shots. I look for Kaiser to do something differently here. Perhaps a full court trap, something to try to force the Rams into a turnover because they're down 5. And I look for Southern to be very patient on offense, trying to force Kaiser into making a mistake so they can get a very easy layup.
Bounds on their own baseline as Kuykendall will inbound. Works it in to Marple in the right-hand corner. Marple comes back out, works around on the give and go, back inside, and a shot put up by Amtower is no good. The Rams have the rebound. Saved by Evan Lance, back into Mosley. Clock ticks down, 3:10 to go. Now to Reese on the right wing.
And John, Kaiser has abandoned their triangle and 2. They're in a straight man-to-man.
Out it goes to Mosley. 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Back to Tressler. Back to Mosley on the left wing. Mosley goes around a little bit of a screen. Gets it back out. Now they swing it to Tressler on the left side. Whistle. Foul called. That'll go against Amtower on the reach-in. That's his first. That's the 8th team foul. So Corey Tressler will shoot 2 more. Or 1 more. 1-on-1. Hopefully 2.
John, the whole style of the game, the complexion of the game changed the Ram way in the 3rd period, and they're just stretching the lead right now, although they did miss that free throw.
Tressler misses, and the Tornado gets the rebound. This is Zafran down the right side, trying to get the shot against Reese. Stops, puts up the 3. Good. It's a 2-pointer just inside the arc. We couldn't tell from here. 42-39, back to a 3-point ball game. 2.5 minutes to play. Here's Mosley down the left side. Bounce pass goes back out to Reese. Over to Miller. Miller picks up his dribble, looking for the pass, gets it to Tressler. Timeout called by Coach Tom Bosley. He didn't want to see that 5-second call.
Well, John, you're exactly right. Coach Bosley, knowing that the most important thing right now is to value that basketball, take care of the basketball, and Chris Miller had picked up his dribble. Kaiser had the wing denial. They didn't have a whole lot of places to pass it. Coach, sensing that they might get a 5-second violation, wisely called a timeout.
Stay tuned after tonight's game. We'll have our interview with Coach Tom Bosley and also our Brownings Oakland Foodland player of the game. There's 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the ball game. Rams hold a 42-39 lead after trailing 24-18 at halftime. They tied it at 34 at the end of the third quarter and now have that 3-point lead.
Well, and John, I'm sure Coach Bosley is going to tell them we've got 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Kaiser has to force the tempo. Right now, I look for the Rams to maybe spread the floor, still stay on attack. They're still going to look to score, but I think they will probably spread the floor and force Kaiser to come away from the basket. And if Kuykendall doesn't come away, the Rams can keep Chris Miller out near the half-court mark, and they'll always have an outlet to pass to.
Well, the buzzer sounds. The Rams will have the basketball. They'll inbound it at about quarter court on the right side. Brad Reese will come over and do those honors. Evan Lance, Chris Miller, Corey Bosley, and Corey Tressler in the lineup. Inbound pass by Reese is tapped out of bounds by Zafran. So we'll try it again.
And John, Kaiser really has 5 guards on the floor right now, or 4 guards in Amtower.
Comes into Tressler. He gets it back out to Reese. Reese with a couple of dribbles out to between the circles. Goes over to the left side now. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Bosley. Clock down, 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Bosley backs off. He's being guarded by Mark Zinn, a 6-foot junior. Bosley taps the top of the head, calls the play. That means set up the screen. I'm going to take it to the basket. Comes down, tries to work his way around Marple. Can't do it. Now he takes it in, and he puts the shot up. He is hammered. He'll shoot 2. Foul probably on John Hellman, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure it was. I just saw the 4-0 go up.
And John, that's great clock utilization as the Rams are very patient. They know who their scorers are. They're able to get the ball in the hands of their scorers right now, Corey Bosley and Corey Tressler. And I look for those two to really handle the basketball almost exclusively on the last couple of possessions.
Bosley hits the first. The Rams lead out to 4 now, 43-39. Corey with a chance to put it back at 5. 1:43 on the clock. Bosley hits it. The Rams back to a 5-point lead. Here goes Zafran up court with 1:40 to play. Works against Reese, puts the shot up, misses everything out of bounds, but rebounded underneath. Shot put up down there. That was Tyrell Clay, his second basket of the night. And we have a 44-41 game. Now Kaiser calls timeout.
Well, John, with less than a minute and a half remaining, Kaiser is going to probably foul right away. They've committed 9 personals, so if they do foul, the Rams will be in the double bonus and they'll get 2 shots. But Kaiser's going to have to do something. They're going to have to trap the basketball. They're going to have to foul. They're going to have to do something to force the Rams to beat them and then try to get the ball back.
1:28 to go. We'll be back right after this.
At Peak Rehab, they know that rehabilitation is like climbing a mountain. Challenging, tough, even discouraging. But reaching the peak of your performance is worth the work. At Peak Rehab, you'll get one-on-one care, a staff that's friendly and understanding, with cutting-edge technology and techniques. Peak Rehab offers physical, occupational, and speech therapy, physical work evaluations, vision rehab, and so much more. Call Peak Rehab today at 301-533-1010 and reach your peak performance.
The train station.
Well, the first buzzer sounds. The officials tell the teams, come on, let's get on the court and go. Ball at the far end of the court. Rams basketball, if I remember.
It is the Ram basketball after the basket by Tyrell Clay that cut the Ram lead to 3, 44-41.
Evan Lance is going to inbound off the baseline. Up into that 1-3-1. Well, it's actually just full court man-to-man right now. Ball comes into Bosley. He'll be double teamed, dribbles around it, and he's fouled right away. That's not the guy they want to foul. Bosley will shoot 2. Foul goes on Aaron Amtower. That's his second.
In the second half of tonight's game, Southern has been to the free throw line for 16 attempts, Kaiser 2.
Corey will shoot 2 as that's the 10th team foul.
And John, as we said, 2 very, very different halves of basketball.
Mosley with his first. This one's in the air. It's good. Rams lead back to 4, 45-41. Here comes Clay and Kuykendall back into the lineup. Play a little offense-defense with those two, I believe.
Well, he's putting his guards in on the defensive end, trying to force turnovers. Then on the offensive end, he'll go with his scores.
Mosley, second shot, around the rim, won't go. Kuykendall on the rebound, 4-point game, 1:20 to play. This is Zafran into the front court, over on the right side. Goes to Marple. He fires up a 3, short, no good. Corey Mosley has the rebound. Down to 1:10 to go. Mosley will bring it up court. Spin dribbles. Working against Zafran. Drops it off to Reese. Reese gives it back to Mosley. They don't want to foul Mosley, but clock's down under a minute to play now. And Mosley gets away, pulls up the dribble, gets the ball to Reese. And Reese goes out. Clay all over him. Can't get the foul, though. Back to Mosley with 45 seconds to go. And finally, Zafran has to foul him. Zafran looks around at Clay and says, "You're supposed to foul number 10. He said, "I couldn't catch him."
Well, and the Rams are so good at executing what they want. They get out of their offense what they want. And in the second half, and especially down the stretch, you know the ball is going to be in the hands of Corey Mosley. And with a 4-point lead, they want Corey at the free throw line.
Mosley misses the front end. He's missed 2 in a row now. Set to make this one. This one will give the Rams a 5-point lead. This one's up. Off the rim, it doesn't go. Rebound by Zafran. 43 seconds to go in a 4-point ball game. Zafran down the right side. Trying to get a shot. He drives in, puts the shot up, short across the rim, won't go. Rebound underneath. Chris Miller had it, but it went out of bounds, and I guess he touched it last. Kaiser gets it back, 33 seconds to go.
And John, the Rams have a couple of fouls to give if they choose to do that. They've only committed 4.
Out it comes to Clay. Clay gets it to Kuykendall on the right side. He gets away with the walk. Down it goes, 3-pointer put up. Good on the right side. That was Marple. Donnie Marple hits it, and we have a 1-point ball game with 24.9 to go.
Well, John, Donnie Marple, who's a very good shooter, drained about a 25-foot three-pointer to bring Kaiser within 1. Now, with only 24 seconds remaining in the fourth period, Kaiser will probably foul right away. If you're Coach Mosley, you want to get the basketball in the hands of Corey Mosley. Even though Corey Mosley missed his last 2 free throws, he's one of your best free throw shooters. Brad Reed's also exceptional from the free throw line. So the Rams will set up a play to get the ball inbounds to a very good free throw shooter, knowing that Kaiser will probably foul.
And they'll go back to Corey Mosley. He's missed the last 3 in a row, but that's very uncharacteristic. He'll be right back in there. They'll try to get him the ball. Either that or Corey Tressler, one of the two.
John, do you realize that the last 3 games we've covered have been decided by 1 or 2 points?
Sure have.
What's going on here?
I don't know, but this thing last night at Bell, that shot was taken with 0.7 of a second. Well, it was taken after that, but anyway, it just hit the rim and rimmed out, or that could have been went the other way.
I think the rest of the season is going to be like this. I think we're shaping up for a fantastic end of the regular season and just a very exciting postseason where anyone can win.
Evan Lance is going inbound off the baseline. 25 seconds on the clock. Works it into Tressler. Tressler, double team, looking for the pass, throws it down court. Wide open down here is Reese. He comes down, has the layup, puts it up and in. Brad Reese got free all by himself for the layup. Rams lead by 3. 9 seconds, 8-7. Here it goes. Shot put up out of the corner. Off the rim, won't go. Don't foul him, let it go out of bounds. 3.2, and Kaiser has the basketball. No, the Rams have the basketball. Well, I don't know. The officials are kind of mixed up as we are.
And, John, that's where I thought a foul would have been a good play right there because the Rams have only committed 4 as long as they did not foul Marple in the act of shooting. And I think Coach Mosley called timeout to tell the players that they can commit 2 fouls right here, and Kaiser will not even get a shot off.
As long as they're not in the act of shooting.
As long as they're not in the act of shooting, and that's what I'm sure Coach Mosley is telling them. Foul off the inbounds play. Don't even let them get a shot off.
The other thing you got to tell them is if they get the ball inside this three-point arc, let them shoot it. Doesn't mean anything. So I'm sure those three coaches over there know a lot more than I do, and I'm sure they're already putting that word out. 3.2 seconds on the clock. The Rams with a 3-point lead. Brad Reese broke away from that press, found himself down court all by himself. Corey Tressler spotted him down there, hit him with a perfect pass for the layup.
Well, that's just good court awareness. Obviously, Kaiser had the trap on Corey Tressler. They were looking for the turnover, but Corey Tressler had the court awareness to find the open man, Brad Reese, who had an uncontested layup.
Kaiser's ball.
Kaiser has the ball on the end line. They have to get a three for overtime. Mosley, before they can get the ball in play, calls timeout. They wanted to see just how the Golden Tornadoes set up.
Well, John, the way Kaiser set up is they had a three-man pick in the middle of the lane, and it looked like Donnie Marple was not one of the three people setting the pick, so it looked like they were going to try to set a triple pick, have Donnie Marple run off that triple pick. If he's not open, it looked like Kuykendall might pop out of the triple pick to get a three-point shot. Obviously, Kaiser has to take the three-point shot here.
The only three-point shots made tonight was by Donnie Marple. He made one in the first quarter and one in the fourth. No one else on the Kaiser team has made a three-pointer tonight. Not to say they won't in the next 3 seconds. Well, it was a full timeout, but like I say, we're going to keep it here. Stay tuned for our post-game show. Interview with Coach Tom Mosley could be a very interesting one. Be sure to stay tuned for it. And also our Brownings Oakland Foodland player of the game. And you guys got to pick that, guys. All I do is say, I agree.
Tonight because, and I haven't had the opportunity to talk to Roger yet, but certainly there's several players who could get it.
Here's the shot put up, no good. Two-pointer put up, no good. And with that, the ball game comes to an end, and the Rams win it 47-44. Well, they got the ball inbound. They got it over on the right-hand side. Shot put up, I believe it was Amtower. Came up short. Bill Grant goes by. He's having heart palpitations right now. But as are all the Ram fans. But Rams fought back from a 8-point deficit at one time. They were 6-point, 24-16 at halftime. They come back 34-34 at the end of the third quarter and then pulled out a 47-44 victory. And guys, I guess now we can say it. This victory just a little bit special. It was win number 300 for Coach Tom Mosley.
Well, John, it's 300, and certainly some of those victories down here have been of the exciting adventures down here at Kaiser. So we'll have to ask Coach Mosley and the 300 victories he has if he remembers anything special about Kaiser, too, because there's been some great games here.
Well, don't go away. Be sure and stay tuned because we're going to interview Coach Tom Mosley. I know Roger wants to talk to him first, and then I'll get my try. But it was just a great ball game. The Rams fought hard down here. They came off a very hard-fought game last night. Fortunately, tomorrow night they get a little bit of a break before they see Tucker County.
Well, John, I don't think the Rams had their A game tonight, but they certainly had great execution in the second half. They got exactly what they wanted out of their defense, exactly what they wanted out of their offense. Roger, statistically, my guess is they shot less than 50%. They got maybe out-rebounded for the game. I don't know. The third quarter was 13-3 in rebounds, but perhaps the Rams even got out-rebounded. But the most important statistic, the Rams 47, Kaiser 44. We come away with our 12th victory of the season, and over the course of several seasons, Coach Mosley records his 300th victory.
Well, we're in our post-game show. We'll take a break. Don't go away, folks. Stay tuned for this interview. We'll be back right after this.
John Deere knows you're patient. No fortune cookie determines your fate unless it says good things come to those who wait. You're a stickler for reliability, versatility, and financial flexibility. Well, now that you can get the John Deere 2210 compact utility tractor for low introductory payments of just $139 a month, you'll be connecting and removing more than 60 attachments faster than a kid in a candy store. With these low introductory payments, you'll be lacing up those sneakers and sprinting to your nearest John Deere dealer. No doubt you'll be first in line for that test drive. There's nothing like getting everything you want, and nothing runs like a Deere.
Offer ends 2/28/05. Subject to approved credit on John Deere Credit Revolving Plan. A service of FPC Financial FSB. Reduced payments for the first 36 months with 7.9% APR for the entire term. After the first 36 months, payments will be based on 2% of the amount financed. See dealer for details.
Test drive your new John Deere at Manor Home Center, your local John Deere dealer in Mountain Lake Park.
What did your 3 to 5-year-old learn today? If your child attended Renaissance Early Learning Center in Oakland, he probably learned a letter of the alphabet, had story time, painted, and sang songs. Your son is recognizing shapes, colors, and numbers. Your daughter learns manners by visiting a restaurant for lunch and explores books at the library as she learns about teamwork. Good luck and go Rams from Renaissance Early Learning Center, the Little People Place, located on 3rd Street in Oakland, 334-2081. Browning's Foodland wishes the Southern Rams good luck during their basketball season. School sports and activities are an important part of learning, teamwork, and community involvement, as well as a great family bonding experience. Browning's Foodland knows that families have a lot of time constraints. That's why we offer hot Chester-fried and rotisserie chicken, pizza, and hoagies, perfect for a quick meal, even before a game. You can always count on Browning's friendly, helpful staff and quick checkout lines. Open daily, Route 135, Mountain Lake Park. 92.3 The Train.
Well, we're back at Kaiser High School where the Southern Rams have just run their record to 12-4 on the season with a thrilling 47-44 victory over the Kaiser Golden Tornado, whose record falls to 7-9. Coach Mosley's with us. We'll go right to his interview, and I think Roger wants to start things out.
I just want to take a couple minutes here. I'm not usually very good at ceremony and speeches, but tonight is Coach Tom's 300th win, and Radio Effects has been with him the whole way through all these years and all the losses and the victories, and I want to congratulate you on the successful achievement of this milestone. And I know what you're going to say. It's not you, it's the kids, and that's true. And but people, have to realize the amount of work, the effort that you put into building a class quality program at Southern High School that earns the respect of the people in the program, the respect of the people in the community, and the competitors that you play against. And I also want to congratulate you for the gentlemen and the fine young men you turn out year after year that go on to be great citizens and a tribute to you and to Southern High School. Congratulations, Coach.
Well, guys, thanks. Yeah, Roger, thank you very much. I appreciate that as a friend, first of all, and as a guy doing your job on the radio. But I had no clue. Somebody said that to me as we left, as we shook hands. And you're right in how you need to treat that. The one thing it means is I'm old. I've been in it a long time. When you reach those kinds of things, it's because you've been fortunate enough, let's say health-wise, let's say to have the kind of kids you have, but to have the community we have, the school we have. One of my greatest friends is Coach Woods, who has helped get me to here. He's had the faith and confidence in me, and now he's to let me be his assistant, and that was a privilege. And for me to be that was kind of neat. And I learned from those 20 years or so, or however long we had that mesh. For Coach Craig to allow me to help him is a neat thing. And my brother Jim lets me be his JV coach. Can you imagine, in baseball? And he does the teaching, and I just teach what he tells me. But in the big picture, guys, you're right, Roger. It's about all those kids. Richard Evix headed to Iraq. He jumps to mind because of that. And what a great one he was for us. And I shouldn't name names because the list is so long. If you stay in it that long, I guess you're going to reach milestones. But, in the whole thing, the lucky guy's me, in the whole picture. I could have taken another direction in life, but fortunately for me, it sent me this direction, and I've been lucky enough to be at Southern High School. You could be at other places. You could be in other towns, not in Oakland, Maryland, not at Southern High School. But I live and die that. I think I owe that to the kids. I think I owe that to the people that hired me. I think I owe that to the school and to our community that supports us in an unbelievable manner. So very humbled by the fact that you would bring it up. In my mind, it's one more than the last one. So in the reality of things, I'm just happy to be where I am. I feel very fortunate, and I'm the lucky one in the whole picture.
Well, Coach, I want to add my little 2 cents worth, too. Congratulations from me and my family. I want to thank you for letting us be part of that. We've done pre-games and games and everything for too long, probably, but it's been a great ride, and we really enjoyed it and look forward to just keep on going.
Thanks, John. Appreciate that. Your family's like my family, so we're pretty close. And I don't know. It's hard to even mention people and things, but you know what I feel about you guys and how close I am to you. And here's my partner in crime when I started, Bill Ewing, sitting beside me, and I think about all those coaches and all that help I've had, and you wonder sometimes what's wrong with their wives and things when I'm taking them with me at all hours of the night. And this week's a tough week in that we scouted. Coach Sider and I were in Cumberland Monday, and we're the last 2 nights. Tomorrow night we're headed to another scout in Petersburg. Friday, Saturday we play. Sunday we'll regroup and try to get everything in order to make sure that we have a plan. I don't think it's about the plan. I think anybody and everybody could do what I do. I think it's about the help you get that surrounds you and the way you do it and the way you go about it. And I think I owe it to those kids. I think I owe it to those players that have played for me for years and played for all of us. That if you don't go do the things we do and if you don't run it that way, you're cheating people and you're cheating those young men that are in our program for years and years and years. So once again, someday, and I'm in no hurry, but someday I'll step away from this, and you all will realize as well as much as I do how I'm really the lucky one. I'm the guy that's fortunate that it's worked out this way. And shoot, Chris and Wyatt aren't here tonight. I wish they were, but weren't able to make it, and they're as much a part of this last run as anybody. So I really feel very fortunate.
Coach, I'd like to share my congratulations as well on the 300 victories, tonight being the 300th. But let's test your memory a little bit, because I know you know a lot about the games and you can remember the games. The first win you had, I can remember a lot of the players on the team, Jeffrey Scavage, Mike Green, Todd Lillard. Who did we beat?
Brad Benninger. We beat University High at our place after 6 losses. We had lost the last 5 of those by a total of 8. 1 in triple overtime at Bruce and 1 in overtime. Was that the question?
Yeah, that was the question, Coach. I knew you'd remember it. I couldn't remember who it was. I remember the victory.
Guys, you always remember the losses as a coach, and I think it's good that our kids don't. They proved how resilient they were when we went last night to Bell in a very tough ball game. They proved how resilient they were to play back-to-back tonight. I don't know. Yeah, I remember that, Bill. It's been a while.
Coach, getting back to victory number 300. At halftime, we're shooting very poorly. We're trailing by 6, and everything seemed to be going Kazi's way in the first half. They had out-rebounded us, I think, 13-3. We're down 6. They're playing a triangle in 2. We can't find another offensive player. What did you go over at halftime?
Well, I tried to get Joey Trusser out there, but he's got a broken arm. He's the answer to that triangle, too. In reality, it was a matter of settling that. We used one timeout. I didn't want to use them all, because I thought that'd be foolish. We might need them in the end, and as it turned out, we did. So we tried to milk it to halftime so we could make some adjustments. The biggest thing we did was got Evan Lance involved, not only offensive, but on the defensive end as well. He was kind of lulled to sleep by the triangle, and he was just hanging out on the defensive end because of it. When we got him involved, then we got a couple of dumps to him that made them back down inside a little closer. We also wanted to get the 2 people that are being played in the triangle involved. We were able to do that with screen action. We went over that at halftime and realized we could do that. It's hard to do something that you don't practice. When we practice that screen action, I was shocked, though. We said at halftime, we don't want Corey and Corey to screen for each other. That was our best option. How smart am I? Why? Because you would think that would bring all that crowd to it, was the first thing I thought. Second thing I thought is it might bring a hedge that'll get us stuck. But little I know, Corey Bosley made that adjustment on his own, was able to turn the corner, and then pull out and get somebody else involved. I thought his effort was great, and I thought his ability to get to the line, even though he missed the last 3, was a big difference. The guy we never got on track was Corey Trusser, and we made a concerted effort at halftime to get him involved, but he didn't quite comprehend what we tried to do, and he shot a 3 and I took the wind out of his sail, which is not good coaching. When I got him at the quarter, I said, we don't need that shot. That's not the right way of saying it. I know that, but he knows better, and he knows that isn't what I meant. But he quit looking then.
Well, Coach Corey Tressler, no field goals on the night, but it seems like with the Rams, somebody steps up. Tonight it was Brad Reese. He had five goals, played just another tremendous defensive game against Zafran, and had him pretty well wore out.
Yeah, I thought Brad Reese had a very, very good ball game for us. I thought he did a good job with controlling and keeping and containing Zafran so they couldn't execute. I thought he did a good job on the offensive end by not shooting too quickly, not shooting too fast, by making it just a one-pass shot situation. Brad has that understanding for the most part, and he figured that out, and he did that very well. I thought Brad Reese had a great ball game. If you had an MVP, it could be him, because I thought he was excellent.
Coach, last night a 2-point victory. Tonight a 3-point victory. I had mentioned to John and Roger, I see the rest of the season and the playoffs being games very similar to this.
Well, you know, we're not overly blessed with a lot of athleticism. We're blessed with kids that pay attention to detail and listen and want to be good players. More importantly, they want to be good people. Because of that, because they have all the pride they have in our institution, in our school, and in our town, and the things we do and the following we have, because of that, those little things matter to them. It matters to our kids. We talk about it a lot, and it's important to them. We tell them it's important to be good students. We're not majoring in eligibility in our school. It's not a good thing. And because of that, we think we'll be in close games. We can learn from those. You know, the double overtime loss to Allegheny, the overtime loss to Northern, those didn't sit well with our kids. They certainly didn't sit well with our staff. And we know that we're not blowing people out. We don't have that ability. Guys, we got a tough one Friday. You think Tucker will come to town with everything loaded, ready to go? And without looking ahead, Williamsport's won 5 out of the last 6. They took North to the 1 or 2 point ball game last night. So they're red hot. They're very good. And I told you back when we played them there, they were very well coached. And that'll be a heck of a game. Guys, you go to Petersburg, and that's no picnic. I lied to you, John. I told you I don't look ahead. I had to do that. I had to get planning in so I could get everything organized with our scouting. So I did that today.
Well, I know you came off a very, very tough physical game last night down at Bell. For the kids to react to the way they did here, especially in the second half. Were they just a little bit maybe flat or wore down in the first half, or were just not getting things together?
No, I think you need to give credit to Kaiser. I think Kaiser did a nice job of letting us see a triangle on 2 for the first time without Joey Tressler. And what happened is I anticipated something because they'll play zones. They'll play what you call junk defenses, box 1, triangle 2. We had no time to practice. I didn't want to put a fear in our kids by talking to them about it while the JV game was going on when we did our pregame. So I just let it go, figuring I'd be smart enough to slide it in there and do that. Obviously, I wasn't for a half. And then our coaching staff took over at halftime and got it fixed.
Well, I know the adjustments that you made certainly did work. You come back out, had a tie game at 34 at the end of the third quarter, and then worked your way back for the victory. Victory number 12 on the season. We look forward to number 13 Friday night, as you said. It's going to be a real battle. We need a big crowd up there.
Yeah, it'll be a war. It'll be fun. It should be a nice atmosphere. You know, we've had some good atmospheres. That's going to help us. Seems like we get in some playoff atmospheres, and that helps us in that stretch run. But February's here, guys. On the 20th, they're going to have a draw. Somebody's going to know something about where they're going to play and where they're going to go. And we're looking forward to that. But right now, all we're going to do is get home, get some studying in, we hope, get ready for tomorrow.
And, Coach, we mentioned during the broadcast, this year more so than other years, the draw is critical.
Yeah, it's critical, but it is. I mean, it is if you're really out there looking in from maybe a media or a spectator or whatever. You know, I like that challenge. I don't know that I like this year's sectional format, and we'll get into that later, but I like the idea that you play Smithsburg and Poolesville and Boonesboro and those schools that you don't see. We're in a section now where we're going to fight among each other like we've done all season. I don't care, but it'd be nice to. I like playing those other teams. One reason is we outwork them in terms of going and seeing them. Other than Scott Mover, you won't outwork him, but you go see those teams. We do that. So we would be prepared where some of those teams only had to take the time to see us, and that helps us. But yeah, it's critical in that the number of good games you have to play to win. But you know what? If you're going to get to College Park, what better way than to have 3 or 4 real good ball games, and then you're more prepared. And I think we have an ability to do that. I don't think it's a long shot, but I think it's something that's achievable. We just need to go to work.
Well, Coach, we're going to cause you to miss the bus, so we better let you off here and go get with the kids. Once again, congratulations. Win number 300. Very hard fought, very good victory here at Kaiser tonight.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate your following and helping us. And it's nice to send it back to the people so those that can't get it get a chance to hear it. I know you've been with us forever, Raj. I really appreciate that. Guys, thanks. To me, it's one more ball game. Got to go to work tonight. Get ready for the next one.
Okay, and we'll talk to you on Friday evening in our pregame show. That'll be a 7 o'clock airtime and a 7:30 tip-off. And just a great effort from a great person, one of my favorite people, Coach Tom Bosley of the Southern Rams. Let's go to Roger for our halftime for our game stats.
And John, I just want to say, Roger said he wasn't very good at speeches. Roger, that was a great speech.
Yeah, how long did you practice that?
About a minute and a half here. Well, you know, I've been thinking about it. I thought it would occur tonight. I'm glad I was here for it. I won't be with you guys Friday night. I'll be with the Huskies. Bill and I both up at Union, so I thought it might happen here tonight, and I wanted to make sure Tom got some recognition because nobody works harder, nobody sends their kids out more prepared than Tom Bosley does, and so you know, we're proud of him as a community.
And nobody wishes more that they do well and nobody notices.
Yeah.
He would just leave, nobody said anything.
Exactly. Let's take a look at the numbers real quick for tonight. Kaiser in with 10 turnovers. Kaiser shoots 20 of 48 from the field, 41%. However, in the second half, they're shooting, I think, due in part to Southern's defense. They shot 9 of 30 for only 30%. 29 rebounds on the game, but again, only 11 in the second half. They shoot 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, 50%. They commit 17 team fouls. The Rams in with just 5 turnovers on the night, 2 in the first half, 3 in the second, really taking good care of the ball. Southern shoots 9 of 23 for 39% from the field, and they're in with 24 rebounds, including 20 in the second half. So quite a turnaround, a tale of 2 halves here tonight. For the Southern Rams at the free throw line, maybe not their best night, 13 of 25, 46%, but they do visit the line 25 times compared to Kaiser's 4. Southern commits 7 team fouls. John?
And individual scoring on tonight's game for the Kaiser Gold Tornado, Chris Zaffron in with 11 points. Tyrell Clay had 4 on the evening. John Hellman, the 6'3 senior, with 2. Aaron Emtower with 10 tonight. Donnie Marple with 12. He had 2 threes in that. Josh Kuykendall with 3. And Mark Zinn checks in with 2. For the Southern Rams, victorious tonight, 47-44. Corey Bosley, leading scorer, with 20 points. Brad Reese checked in with 10. Evan Lance had 8 tonight. Nathan Harris with 4. And Corey Tressler, 5, all from the free throw line. Time to talk to Mr. Ewing and our Brownings Oakland Foodland player of the game.
Well, John, I thought we had a great effort tonight from Brad Reese, both offensively and defensively. He stepped it up at the offensive end with the 5 baskets, which were critical because the Rams only scored 47, so his 10 points were huge. On the defensive end, he did a great job on Zaffron, played him hard the whole night. I thought Nathan Harris did a great job in providing a spark in the first half when nothing seemed to be clicking. But the Brownings Oakland Foodland player of the game, the player who kind of took the game over, and Coach Bosley even commented on the post-game when they were having trouble adjusting to the triangle and 2, rather than set some plays up, this player just kind of took the game over and found the open man. He chipped in with 20 points, a great floor game. The Brownings Oakland Foodland player of the game, Corey Bosley.
And our congratulations once again to Corey. You're right, just played an excellent game. I know at the end of the season there's going to be an area player of the year named, and I tell you what, I'm not prejudiced, but he's got my vote no matter what happens from here on out. He just makes a difference in the Rams ball games. A little bit of a program note. Tomorrow night, Roger is on the road with John Brasky as they travel to Salisbury as the Northern Husky boys face Salisbury. That's a 7:15 airtime, 7:30 tip-off. Then on Friday night, I'll be at Southern with Orrin Yoder when the Southern boys host the Tucker County Mountain Lions. Bill and Roger will be heading up to Union High School where the Northern boys will play up there. Then on Saturday night, Bill will be along and do the Williamsport game as Williamsport comes to Oakland. And also Garrett plays Frederick. That'll be on WKHJ 104.5 with Paul Mullen doing that game. So there's a lot of basketball left this weekend. Everybody just tune in. Try to get out Friday night to the game with Tucker. It's going to be a tough one. The Rams can use all the support that they can get from the crowd. So that's going to wrap things up from Kaiser High School. Once again, our final score, the Southern Rams 47, the Kaiser Golden Tornado 44. For Bill Ewing and Roger Ruff, I'm John Hill. You have a good evening.